Yo. Footbags. Style. 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 Chill. Word. We blaze.
What made you forget that I was
Footbags. In the place to be. That's right here. In the depths. On this Cold Rhymes Twitch. It's Sunday. It's 8 p.m. It's Sunday and it's 8 p.m. And when those powers combine, when they form like Voltron, that means it's time for Footbags Live from the Depths. Luckily, I'm Footbags. And these are the depths. And holy crap, we're live. So, we're checking everything off the list right off the bat. The list has been checked. Footbags Live from the Depths. Those are the things. All right. So, hi everybody. My name is Footbags. This is Footbags Live from the Depths. We like to be in these depths and make these noises on a regular basis. There, so my mic just started sounding better. I didn't change anything. There's ghosts. There's ghosts in the machines. That's fine. They're doing their thing. They're keeping it interesting. They're keeping me on my toes, or making me question their ghostly presence. Either way, who cares? It sounds better. That's what counts the most. We're in these depths. There's weird crap on the wall behind me. The green screen is still a little bit jank. Sometimes if I wave my hand like this, you see not only do my fingers disappear. No, I didn't do anything. Sometimes it kind of self-adjusts. Things look a little better, but it didn't. Who cares? We're moving on. I don't mind if things are a little disappeary. Parts of my hair is disappearing in my shoulder and my chair and the gear and stuff. In fact, that is a little much. Let me that is a little much. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I want this one. I don't want to press that button. I want to press this button. Maybe this one? Is it this one? Is that changing anything? Is that getting any better? Not really. Oh. Not really. There we go. That's starting to... Let's leave it right there. That's a touch better, but it's not crazy. All right, enough of this behind-the-scenes nonsense. Let's be in these depths and do this thing. Make these beats. Have this fun. Loop these loops. Play with these noises. See what we can do with them. See what we come up with. Throw some audio spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. We're going to keep it true to form. Probably start with some drum loops. Add things like stanky two-note bass lines and other things. Some of them might sound weird. We enjoy that here in the depths. I hope you do too. So let's spin. Come on, let's go over here. Come on this way. Let's go over here to the CDJ. Press that button once. We press this button 3 times, and we press this button once, and now we're prepared. Now we're ready. Got to find ourselves a folder. Let's go. This folder number 1 is the one that's got 10 million samples. The amount of samples I wanted to put in was far greater than what is on here, but the file system, I think it's the file system on the CDJ can only recognize up to 999 tracks. After that, they just don't exist. That's okay. We'll find something. Here's some rock beats, apparently. I want to say we've I don't know if it's this exact one, but we've used these ones before for the patented Footbags half bar. Half bar loop. What? That didn't work at all. Let me try that again. Comes in way too early. There we go. Let's slow this down even more. So you can really hear that snare drum ring. Whatever note it's playing, it's ringing. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to spin over yonder, that direction. We're going to give this the old Footbags 1-2 crunch. That's where I take the loop we find and we make it louder and dirtier sounding. We give it more loud and we give it more crunch. Footbags 1-2 crunch. First thing I'm going to do is turn it down over here, turn it up over there, so the red light on the 404 does not go blink, blink, blink. That's step 1. That's step 2. This is step 3. Oops. Close enough for jazz. That's what's up. close enough.
We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna make sure the dogs go bark. They do. Everything's great. Everything's grand. Everything's grand. 67.7 beats per minute. If you wanna jam along.
We're at 67.7. And it sounded kind of nice. You know what we should do? You know what this calls for? Let's wake up Fridge Guts and let's use Fridge Guts for a nice subsonic bass line. Thank you, Fridge Guts, for your robotic service. looping on the Red Panda tensor, so I don't have that much control. When I first started trying to capture it on the loop, it was coming in at a cool time, but it's drifting. I gotta wait till it drifts back. Now it's on the 1. It's not where I want it. Actually, it was on the 2. The 3, wherever the snare is. I want it on the 1 and. Bam. Bam. It'll get there. Bam. Bam. It's getting closer. Bam. 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 It's getting close. This is going to take a second. Bear with me. Put on your bear costumes. Be a bear. See if I can speed this up with the time control. Going backwards. Let's keep going. see him, or you'll be able to see him twice. guessing not Ron Perlman most of the time. You're probably right. That's not Ron Perlman. Also not Ron Perlman. But at some point in time, that will be Ron Perlman. It's a fun game. Ron Perlman, not Ron Perlman. The goal is to guess whether or not there is Ron Perlman. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Not Ron Perlman. At some point in time, Ron Perlman. I'm not gonna sit here too long watching for Ron Perlman, but just trust me. There will be Ron Perlman. There will be Ronnie Perlman.
Let's play. On second thought. On second thought. Play. Let's play.
All right, so we're at that point. We could add more things, and then we run the risk of not wanting those things and not being able to undo them or delete them later. So let's save this one. Let's put it in the tape bank. I like this Fridge Guts bass line. I ran it through the, I rolled some of the high end off because it does go click and pop quite a bit. When it makes its noises, it's not starting and stopping at 0 points in its big arcing sine waves. So it does go click and pop. And what have you. So we do what we need to do. We just roll the high end off. It helps a little bit.
Let's play.
And this is where we've landed. This is what landed. We threw a bunch of stuff up into the air. This is how it landed on the ground. We get a nice crane overhead shot and say things like, "This is an art attack." This is where we are. This is where we end up. For this one, anyways, it's in the tape bank. We're gonna roll over to a fresh blank slate and begin anew. Make something else.
On second thought.
On second thought, it's Blaze.
On second thought. Let's play.
Took us a while to get that repeating chord on the one and to line up properly. But we made it. We made it. All right, blank slate. Let's do this again. Let's depths all over again one more time. One more time in these depths. Find some stuff, loop it up, make it do its thing. Let's get out of these rock beats and let's find something else. Scrolling through random stuff. Let's record this. We'll Footbags 1-2 crunch it a little bit, and then we'll add some snare drums, as it lacks right now. I'm going to record less of that, so you have to line up less snare drums. Plan ahead. needed to do 2 of them. The first time I recorded this, I would have had to do like 8. 2 is better, and even then, it took me a bunch of tries to not just get 1 and then the other one's off. Let's blaze. Let's put some kind of gnarly 2 or 3 note bass line on here. runs to not sound like ass. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's keep them. There's two, and they're okay. And they're okay.
Get your creep on. Don't be a deep mon. Don't be a deep mon.
Get your creep on.
Get your creep on. Don't be a deep mon. Get your creep on. Don't be a deep mon. Get your creep on. Don't be a deep mon.
end up here? I don't even know, but here we are. Here we are. We made it. We made it to this point. There we go. That sounds better. We made it here. It's like a little journey to space and back again via the depths, creeping under the shrubs, crawling around on your elbows, getting all scratched up, emerging out the other side and saying, whoa, what the hell happened? And my name is Footbags. Here in these depths, well, we don't know what's gonna happen. And tonight, this is what happened. We just don't know. Exploring uncharted territories and ending up where we end up. Today we ended up here. We're gonna start rounding things up. We're gonna rein it back in. We can continue to play a rousing game of Ron Perlman, not Ron Perlman. That's not Ron Perlman. As we prepare to footbags off into the night, leave you with this lurky loop. This dry ass snare drum. No reverb. Real dry. That's not Ron Perlman. That is not Ron Perlman's foot. I can only recommend to keep it absolutely Bon Jovi rock locked on this Cold Rhymes Twitch. Come back on Tuesday, 7 p.m. for the Zinzerna Music Hour with P.T. Burnham. I know that's what it says it is on the bottom of the screen, but this is in fact live from the depths with your boy Footbags. Not Ron Perlman. We are killing it at this Ron Perlman, not Ron Perlman game. If I didn't mention it before, my name is Footbags. We'll come back next Sunday and we'll do it all over again. But for tonight, this is how it ended up. I am pleased. We can most definitely go into the local recording, take some bits and pieces from this one and craft it into something or other. We can take the stems from the looper, send them over to the computer, and give them a little. Well, just make them a little nicer. Make them sound a little. Make them all live in the same space. As we like to do it. But for right now, I'm just gonna hope that the week ahead of everybody is the best it can possibly be. Hope there are no bees in your roof. Shit, is that Ron Perlman? No, that's not Ron Perlman. We almost had ourselves a Ron Perlman. No dice. Not Ron Perlman. Anyways. There's Ron. Can you see him? No, you can't see him. He's there. He's there. Not Ron Perlman. He's on the other side of the screen. Because it's a split screen, you can't see him. Okay, we gotta get one Ron Perlman in before we call it a night. He's just on the other side of the screen right now. That's Ron Perlman. You can tell from how tall he is. Ron Perlman's a big dude. All right, well, now now that we've had a Ron Perlman sighting, it's time to go footbags off into the night. Next Sunday, the depths will blaze once again. We will stumble down the stairs, twist an ankle when we hit the concrete floor, drag ourselves over here into the corner, and take another journey into what kind of noises can we find and how can we make them play nicely together in the sandbox and share all the trucks. There's enough trucks to go around. No one's gonna hog the trucks. Everybody gets a truck. Pick the truck of your liking. Do you want a dump truck? Do you want a pickup truck? Do you want a jacked up truck? We got trucks for days. We can make some paths in the sandbox, drive the trucks around. There will be trucks, don't you worry. But until then, until next Sunday, we're gonna go footbags off into the night right about now. We saw Ron Perlman, everything's fine. We hope there's no bees in anybody's roof. And until next Sunday when we come back and do it all over again, peace and humptiness.